A device used to convert the chemical energy produced in a redox reaction into electrical energy is called galvanic cell, also known as voltaic cell. The Daniell cell is a well-known example of a galvanic cell, and is the most easy and fundamental cell to understand. Let's take a look at this animation to understand how this cell produces voltage and current flow. The galvanic cell is based on the idea that a more reactive metal can transfer its electrons to a less reactive metal to attain more stability, and this electron flow leads to the production of useful electrical energy. It all starts with two beakers. The first beaker contains zinc sulfate solution with zinc 2 plus positive ions and sulfate 2 minus negative ions. The second beaker contains copper sulfate solution with copper 2 plus positive ions and sulfate 2 minus negative ions. The two beakers containing these solutions bring together in one frame. Then, two metal rods such as zinc and copper were dipped in its own solution, also known as zinc and copper electrodes. The two electrodes are then connected using a metallic wire. Zinc electrodes contains zinc atoms in zero oxidation state are not happy because they need to lose two electrons to attain more stability. Similarly, copper electrode contains copper atoms in zero oxidation state. Zinc atom in the electrodes then lose two electrons and become zinc 2 plus positive ions, and comes into the solution and seems very happy. It can be represented as shown here. Oxidation state of zinc changes from 0 to +2 oxidation state. Increase in oxidation number is called oxidation, and can be called as oxidation half cell. The electrode at which oxidation takes place is called anode, and can be remembered by the code ANOX, means oxidation take place at anode. The electrons from zinc atom then moves through the metallic wire, and is received by copper 2 plus positive ions in solution. The copper 2 plus ions become copper 0, and deposit at the copper electrode. This can be represented as shown here. Copper 2 plus ions plus 2 electron gives copper 0. This case oxidation number of copper reduces from +2 to 0 oxidation state. This decrease in oxidation number is called reduction, and the half cell is known as reduction half cell. The electrode at which reduction takes place is called cathode, and can be remembered with the code REDCAT, that is, reduction at cathode. So, we have two half cells and two electrodes. An oxidation half cell in which oxidation take place on the left side, and a reduction half cell in which reduction take place on the right side. As this electron transfer process continues and convert the more and more zinc atoms into zinc plus 2 ions and copper atoms get deposited at electrode by receiving the electrons. This leads to the accumulation of positive zinc 2 plus ions in the solution, and creates a strong positive environment. The electron flow to the metallic wire is inhibited by the force of attraction between negatively charged electrons and positive zinc 2 plus ions. The electron flow to the copper sulfate solution is also blocked by the force of repulsion between negatively charged electrons and excess negative sulfate 2 minus ions. A simple solution to this problem is the salt bridge. It is an inverted U-shaped tube containing inert electrolytes, like potassium chloride or sodium chloride. In order to balance the electrical neutrality, for every excess zinc 2 plus ions, 2 chlorine ions moves towards the left due to force of attraction, and for every excess sulfate ions, 2 potassium ions moves towards the right side. Until the electrical neutrality is achieved, the cell starts again working until all the zinc atoms get converted into zinc 2 plus ions. I hope you enjoyed this video and got a clear understanding of what a Daniell cell is and how it works. Thanks for watching.